I'm going to hit you with a 36-question quiz over this information. So first, the importance of storytelling for young drivers. It was really nice to observe you, watching you, who's really paying attention, who's not, whose screen is on. And that tells me a lot about where you are and how important you think this class is. Mr. Bryan has an outstanding wealth of knowledge from law enforcement, state police, being an instructor, and I need to sit down and just talk to him and just have him pour all this knowledge into my brain. Storytelling is a powerful educational tool, and that's what he's doing right now, especially for young drivers. All of you are young drivers. It helps them understand the real life consequences and decision-making scenarios in an engaging way. Many of you have not been to different parts of the state because as beginning drivers, you're just in your 5 or 10 mile radius. Research supports that narratives improve knowledge retention. You're going to remember some of the stories he's telling you. I'm going to remember some of the stories he's telling me and reinforcing, because when I started, I was on that part of the state and I was driving young drivers. And many of you, if I took you there, you would be very overwhelmed because of the volume of traffic. Research supports that narratives improve knowledge retention, emotional engagement, and the risk perception better than traditional lectures. Why is storytelling important for young drivers? It enhances risk perception. Young drivers often underestimate the dangers due to inexperience. Stories of real crashes or near misses make it feel real and personal. He's telling you a lot of information. He's been there. He's done that. Example, a story by Winston and Jacobs, 2010, found that teens who hear personal crash stories show improvement risk accompanied by those who only saw statistics. So he's telling you a story. You can visualize yourself there in the car. The pregnant lady whose water broke. Speaking to a gentleman who doesn't speak English, no cap, 2025. He said, hey, this baby's coming. You need to meet us at the hospital. Number 2, improves decision-making. Narratives help young drivers mentally simulate scenarios, speeding, drunk driving, reckless driving, before they face it in reality. We know many of you will speed. If you're late, you're going to speed home. If you're late, you're going to speed to school. That's the reality. And none of you can say, oh, I won't speed. Example, Green, 2006, showed that storytelling in driver's education increases safe driving intentions by 30% compared to the rule of basic instruction. He's telling you a story. He's creating a scenario. He's giving you a real picture. Number 3, emotional engagement leads to behavioral change. Stories trigger emotional responses. We could see that lady whose water has broken in a car, even if you've never seen that before. You can picture a lady in the front seat, that baby's getting ready to drop. We can picture an officer in an unmarked car that you have never seen, and you get popped for going one over. It's true. Emotional storytelling reduces reckless driving behaviors more efficiently than scare tactics. We're not going to scare you. He's telling you real life stories. Encourages peer discussion. All of you, we should be putting you in breakout rooms and you should be talking about what you just learned. But don't worry. I have a quiz for you over everything he's been talking about. And I'm really going to see who's been paying attention and who's playing. If your parents are listening, and I hope they are, Mom and Dad, you're going to earn your money. Or your son and daughter are going to earn the money. Because this information is based on what he just talked about. Retellable stories spark conversation among teens. We want you to talk about this with your mom, with your dad, with your instructor, with your sister or brother. And it reinforces lessons socially. Use your blinker. Stop tailgating. Why many students don't care? A lot of you don't care because I've been looking at your faces, and some of you have your screens off and you really need to be deleted. Despite the benefits, many young drivers dismiss storytelling. Many of you don't care about what he's saying right now because it's not important, bro. It is very important. And it's one of the most important stories you're ever going to hear. Many of you are overconfident. Some of you are driven already. You drive overconfidently. You think you don't need to cover the brake. You think you can whip the turn without looking left. You put me in danger. I'm in danger every single day when I drive you. Facts. I just look back at your face that's in the back seat. You're scared. You're holding onto the seat. But I speak truth. Tell the driver in front why you're nervous. They're going off the road. They're about to hit the... Sorry, guys, this is my first time. I can never get that casual. Your parents never want to do this job because they don't have the patience. I talk to your parents all the time. They can still scream at you and take your head off because they don't have the patience. You really need to listen to what he's saying. Many of you just dismiss it. Teens often believe it will happen to me. Winston, 1989. Remember, I'm using Google scholarly sources. I'm not just talking out the side of my necklace. Example, a student might ignore a story about texting and driving thinking they can multitask. You can't. You will crash. Desensitizing to warnings. Repeated exposure to generic "I don't drink and drive" messages loses impact. Carey, 2013. Lack of relatability. Stories often feature older or irresponsible characters that don't make it feel real. Your age group dies before my age group and Mr. Bryan's age group because we use common sense. We're going to wear our seatbelt. We're going to use our blinker. If it's snowing outside, we're going to go slower, but you're going to go fast because you're in a hurry. It happens every single day when I drive you. Trucks cut us off. Soccer moms cut us off. No cap, soccer moms. Teens cut us off. And if you drive too slow, and most of you drive too slow, you create a hazard. So I'm not going to lie to you. If I tell you to pick up speed, you need to listen. But your fear holds you back. But I have to speak truth. Example, a narrative about a middle-aged driver may not resonate strongly. It's about a teen at a party. The teen at a party consumes something. The middle-aged driver consumes something. Both of you are dangerous. In fact, there was a woman less than 30 days ago. She was under the influence, drove through a building, and killed 2 kids. Young audiences often favor quick videos, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. But you need the whole story. Teens relate to better to narratives. You're going to remember this today because some of you will be put out. Interactive formats, VR simulations, choose your own invention story, social media integration, short, powerful, real-life consequences. Remove them. The videos are shepherd. I don't have to worry. So none of you can lie and say, oh, he don't like me. I love all of you. I love all of you so much. Some of you don't deserve to be here because you don't follow the rules. Remember, my class is a makeup, but I can tell courtesy, I don't want to do it anymore. Real life. Because many of you don't respect what he's saying or me. So think about that. So you're going to have, first you're going to tap in a couple things that I just went over about storytelling. All of you need to do that. The chat should be on. If it's not, I'll click a button. Talk about a couple of things. Okay, then I'll click a button and we will try to make it work. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Bryan, I believe, are you the host?
I may be.
Could you give me that power, please? Because I sure was you're trying to move a couple people real quick. So Mr. Bryan's going to make me the host.
Where do I go to?
You're going to have to go up to the top where it says chat. Or if not, if you can't get it, that's okay. You got to be able to do it because I have a quiz for them. And
Yeah.
you found it?
Yeah, just so you know, I sent Mackenzie